Hi, Simon. Hi, Pep.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Hope you're well. Can I just check your injury situation for what is a very big game? You seem to have 5 players, maybe more, not available. Can I just check your injury list and how people are, please?
Well, we still have a few injuries, but some of them, they come back a little bit to training, and tomorrow we'll decide if they are ready to play or not.
Have you ruled out any of those? I'm looking at Stones, Laporte, Zinchenko, Rodri and Gundogan. Are all those 5 still in contention then?
No, not all of them. Some of them, they come back a little bit to train today. We'll see tomorrow how they react to training session today, and tomorrow we will see.
When you bear that situation in mind after just a few games, how on earth will next season work? Have you seen the plans for the World Cup schedule and the plans to pause the Premier League? Your squad loses as many players as anybody, I think, for an international break. What do you make of the plans to pause the Premier League next season?
Well, still, Peter, I didn't see the schedule for the next season. Like the World Cup is in the middle of the season, so it's the first time ever it happened. So I didn't see it. I didn't sit with my staff, analyze a little bit how will be the impact. So anyway, everybody knows the teams are involved in European competition, domestic competitions, national team, many of these players. So for many years or the last years, the calendar, the schedule is brutal. So just to adapt, to train as best as possible, not much, to not get injured, and give everything you have, the energy you have on the day game.
Thank you, Peter. Anita Jones.
Hi, Pep. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You?
Yeah, all good, thank you. So the head-to-head stats between you and Tuchel in the Premier League have been spoken about a lot. What have you said to your players to try and get that out of their minds ahead of tomorrow?
Sorry, Anita, can you repeat? I didn't understand the question.
Yeah, of course. So I said, your head-to-head stats with Tuchel in the Premier League, have been spoken about a lot going into the game tomorrow. So I'm just wondering what you said to your players to make sure that's not in their mind before the game.
We prepare the game like we prepare Southampton and before and in the previous game. So try to read what they are, what we have done in the recent games against Chelsea under Tuchel, and try to to every game is a new challenging opportunity to improve, to learn, and to do it better. So it's not a final; it's completely different. That the previous games, like when we play in the FA Cup, it was a final. That was a tie game, and we lost it. And the Premier League, it was already done. We were already almost champion. And of course, the Champions League was a massive, massive game. So try to learn, but now it's a new competition. Learn from these 3 games, of course. And is one more game between the 38 games we have for the Premier League. So prepare the game like a strong points that we have and what you have to do to be better. This is the mindset we had the last days to prepare this game. It would be the same against Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool before the international break.
Thank you, Anita. Mike Minet.
Hiya, Pep. Just joining on what you've said at the end of that there, how big is this week with Chelsea, PSG and Liverpool all to come away from home?
But so nice. What a privilege. So in the week with the Ryder Cup, so better than that is not possible. So, one game at a time. So now this afternoon we travel to London, prepare World Game. So, and after we prepare the next one.
Will you be having a keen eye on the Ryder Cup, will you?
Sorry?
You'll have a keen eye on the Ryder Cup, will you?
Absolutely. It's one of the years, the event of the year. So absolutely.
Simon Stone.
Hiya, Pep. The Champions League final. What happened that day? Why didn't that go well? And is there anything within this Chelsea team? Obviously, they've got Lukaku now. Is there anything in this Chelsea team that is a worry for you?
We play a great final. We lost, but we play a great final. We miss a little bit to be more precise in the last part, the last third of the game. But we lost the second ball. The transition are so good in these uncertain balls, up and downs, when you regain the ball, and after that they are able to regain again the ball, and after they make a quick transition. So because their structure defensively is so good, for the physicality they have, the movement they have, the quality in the short spaces, they control all departments. So that's why it was difficult in the final Champions League against exceptional team. But yeah, I had the feeling in the game, and now when I saw it these days, the final, so my impressions that we were really, really good. We play good with a lot of courage. With the personality, we tried to do it, and unfortunately in the counterattacks, in the long balls, second balls, they were much better than us, and they beat us.
Okay, thank you, Simon. Fred Caldera.
Hi, Pep. There is another international break approaching, and I'm just asking you about that today because in a few hours in Brazil, Tite is going to name the squad. Are you aware if there is any definition, any agreement this time for the players in the red list of your squad?
I don't know anything. Hopefully, what I would say, we are more than grateful to leave the Brazilian players go to the national team. Like always have been, always we have done. So above of the beyond of the rule or the law that said we have to give them is the pleasure. But I don't know what's going to happen. So the situation all around the world about the pandemic situation is still there. So hopefully the authorities, so Premier League, governments, Brazil, England, and of course the Premier League and the Brazilian Federation can have a solution for the sweet perfect for both sides. It's only what we want. The players, of course the federations, of course the governments. It's just to sit, talk, and find a solution for the benefit for the players and the clubs, and of course for the national team from Brazil.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fred. Michael Gray, TalkSport.
Hi, Pep. Pep, since you've been in England, do you think this is going to be the toughest Premier League that you've been involved in?
Every year I had the feeling that the second season was harder, tougher than the first one, the third than the second, and the fourth, and definitely this is the amount of the incredible top quality players, teams, managers, and yeah, it's really, really tough, really tough. It's an incredible challenge for us. So yeah, we accept the challenge and we go for it.
Thanks,
I think it's a big compliment for the Premier League. So I think the Premier League has to be so proud, the UK, and for the fantastic league that we have, for a brilliant. I spoke for my contenders, for my colleagues. So brilliant managers, but honestly brilliant in many sense in all the clubs, and top quality players in every, but not just 11, 12. No, every squad they have 15, 16, 17 exceptional players. And plus the fans are back, and advertising are back in the good way. So yeah, we have to be. It's an honor to be here and enjoy the Premier League in this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Ian Parker.
Hi, Pep. Just wanted to get your opinion, if I can, on a bit of news that we've heard about the possible return of safe standing and the idea that Manchester City might be one of the clubs that get involved with the trial of that. Have you any thoughts on how that might improve the atmosphere?
Standing at the ground.
Oh, again? Yeah.
We're doing a trial. There's a trial for clubs to be.
I didn't know it. I didn't know, Ian. So, well, one is the safety, for all of us, and for the fans, for the spectators. But I don't have any clear opinion. I thought they came back to the seats because what happened before, it was dangerous. And I think if the authorities decide to come back being, stand up, it's because they believe it's safe and make an extra push for the images for the fans. So, but I don't know. I don't have an opinion.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm going to call an embargo then, a 12:30 embargo. Sorry, 10:30 embargo this evening.